You are a professional hitman, out for another routine job. Your target is set to arrive at a hotel soon, and you've arrived early to make sure you're there to greet them. Take a seat in the lobby, check your watch. Looks like you've got some time to kill before it's time to kill. Today, I'm going to do an actual play for the solo role-playing game, A Time to Kill, on the next How to RPG. Time to Kill is a solo journaling role-playing game about a hired hitman sitting in a lobby waiting for their target to arrive. While they sit and wait for them, time passes and thoughts enter their mind and things occur at the hotel. You may even start to contemplate your own job, being a hired hitman. In A Time to Kill, you're going to need three things. The first one is going to be a die 6. Then you're going to need a standard deck of playing cards and something to write with, a journal. It's a journaling RPG after all. In this actual play, I'll be using a text editor so you can see what I'm writing down. During the game, we'll be drawing cards from the deck. Each card corresponds to a prompt. Some prompts are moments of reflection. Others are events at the hotel that you'll need to address. As you resolve these cards, you'll be documenting and journaling your experience. Eventually, the target arrives, and then you have to make a decision. From the book, it states, time to kill is played in moments. Indeterminate amounts of time where you will plan for the job ahead, learn more about your target, and reflect on past jobs, and then remember why you're doing this. Each moment is made up of 4 parts: roll, write, keep, and evaluate. You will keep playing through moments until you find your target, and then it is time to kill. All right, so let's get started. I have my 52 card deck of playing cards. It says to remove the jokers. As you can see, I haven't used this deck before. As well as the Ace of Hearts. The Ace of Hearts is going to be our target. So, we're told to shuffle the deck of cards, which I'm going to need to do very badly here because it's a new deck. Looks fairly shuffled. And then, depending on the length of the game that you would like to play, depends on where you insert the Ace of Hearts. For a shorter game, it says to go ahead and put it in the top third of your deck. For a standard game, you shuffle the target into the top 1/2 of your deck. And then for a longer game of reflection and action, shuffle the target into the bottom half of the deck. For a completely random experience, you shuffle the target with the whole deck and let fate decide. I think in this actual play, I'm going to put it in the top half of the deck. So we have our deck of cards shuffled and our target, which is the Ace of Hearts, inserted into it. With your target shuffled into the deck, make sure you have a die 6 and something to write your reflections and actions on. At the top of the page, write your name. My hitman's name is going to be Rex Smith. Now we're ready to kill some time. So the first thing that you do is you roll the die 6, 3. To start a moment, roll the die 6 and draw that many cards. As you draw a card, look up the prompt in the prompts section. These prompts are either questions for you to consider or a situation that requires you to take action. The Jack of Spades. So that's the roll phase. The next phase would be write. So once you resolve one card, continue resolving the others until you've gone through them all. So go ahead and in the rule book, look up the Jack of Spades. Now, I should also back up. In this game, the value of the card, well, there is an actual value of the card. So all numbered cards are worth 1, all face cards are worth 2, and all aces are worth 3. We'll get to that in just a second. So prompts. Jack of Spades. It says, you prefer to work alone. It's easier that way. But one hit required coordination with another person in the business. What about working with a partner surprised you? I remember the time I worked with Johan. He was an older, experienced guy in the business. He told me about a job he performed. Found out it was the wrong target. Up until that point, didn't think something like that could happen to professionals like us. Flip the next card. 4 clubs. 4 clubs. Should also specify that the suits actually have something to do with the game as well. So for spades, they represent your past hits. When you flip a spade, you'll be remembering those past jobs, the good, the bad, and the bloody. For clubs, clubs represent events that are happening in the hotel lobby or nearby area. When you flip a club, you'll be dealing with, avoiding, and reading into issues that distract you from the task at hand. The 4 clubs. A stranger sits down next to you and attempts to make conversation. They seem friendly enough. What do they want to talk about? An older lady sits next to me. She greets me about how sunny it is outside. She's staying at the hotel and informs me that she's in town visiting her grandchildren, Sarah and Josh. Apparently, Josh is 13 years old and Sarah is 11. Josh sounds like a troublemaker, probably possible choice for our line of work, while Sarah sounds sweet. And then the third card, 8 of clubs again, or clubs again. A loud conversation from the bar catches your ear. Code words used in the business keep getting dropped. Intentional or a strange coincidence? Guy at the bar, dressed in a suit, is talking to the bartender. I don't recognize either one. But the lingo doesn't seem like casual conversation. Trying to zone in on the details, but Ethel won't stop talking about Josh and Sarah. So now that we have 3 cards, we've resolved those, we've written, and you can include as much or little detail as you want. Keep. It's the keep phase. Every card you draw has a certain value to it. So I mentioned 1 point for numbered cards, 2 points for base cards, and then 3 points for aces. After we record the moment, look at the drawn cards and set aside the highest valued card. If there's a tie between 2 or more cards of the highest value, you keep all tied cards. Keep the jack. This will be our discard pile. Set that over to the side. These kept cards should be sorted based on their suit. This will allow you to see which instinct is currently the strongest in your mind at the moment, which we'll get to in the evaluate phase. The jack of spades here. Discard everything else. You won't be needing them anymore. They were just idle moments in your life, fleeting and forgotten during another routine job. The evaluate phase. Once you've sorted your kept cards, take stock of your emotions. Each suit is associated with a powerful instinct that is driving you, and whichever suit has the highest total value is your dominant instinct at the time. Whether you embrace that instinct or fight it is up to you. So spades. Instinct for spades. since it's the only suit that's up. When spades are dominant, you are feeling cold. Detached from the emotional toll of the job takes, uncaring for who the target is, you're a professional and you get the job done. Sounds like right on my alley. That's evaluate. Whether you embrace that instinct or fight it is up to you. Let's roll the die again. 2. 4 diamonds. 4 diamonds. Diamonds represent you, your motivations, preparations, reflections. When you flip a diamond, you'll think about how you got into this business, why you do it, and how you're prepared for this. 4 diamonds. If you finish this job, it is going to pay off for you in a big way. What is the big upside to doing this one in particular? I've never had reward like this job. They say it's a VIP of some kind. But aren't they all? This job will allow me to retire. I'll be able to finally hang it up. I won't have to make any excuses on where I'm going or what I do or what I'm doing. What is my significant other's name? To Marsha. And will not only provide financial set us up for life, but may be the end, damaging my marriage. All right. Next card. King of Diamonds. King of Diamonds. This job could be it. You're way out of this line of work. If it just goes smoothly. It has to. You're made sure of it. If you keep this card, remove this highest valued club from your kept cards. We don't have any kept clubs, but this job could be it. You're way out of this line of work. If it goes smoothly, it has to. You've made sure of it. I did my research. Target has a routine. I've monitored it for 5 days now. We're going on 5 days. I know if they'll be alone or with someone. I know that they will be alone, and I have mapped out all surveillance cameras to ensure this goes off without a hitch. But since I don't have any clubs, so be it. So that's the right phase. Then the keep phase, we keep the King of Diamonds since it's the highest, and we discard the 4 diamonds. Now we evaluate. Now we are starting to get more cards up here. We have a King of Diamonds, and we have the Jack of Spades. Again, evaluate. Once you sorted your kept cards, take stock of your emotions. Each suit is associated with a powerful instinct that is driving you, and whichever suit has the highest total value is your dominant instinct at the time. Well, the highest total value is kind of tied, actually, because what you do is if you had more than 1 diamond, you would add those diamonds up in the column. If you had more spades, you would add those up, and whichever was higher be the dominant. Remember, tied cards only come into play during the keep phase. But since the 4 diamonds and the King of Diamonds aren't a tie in value, then I keep the King of Diamonds. So I'm going to say because the King is simply higher in face value, then we'll go with that as the... So instinct for diamonds, we haven't gone over. It says, when diamonds are dominant, you are feeling clear-minded. You are in control of your thoughts and emotions, and know that whatever decision you make is one that you made. So I'm clear-minded. It's probably because of all the preparation I've done. Okay. I think we're starting to get the hang of it. Let's roll the die again. 6. Ooh, it's going to be a long one. Ace of clubs. Ace of clubs. Now, clubs we haven't gone over. Clubs represent events that are happening in the hotel lobby. Actually, we did go over this because we did flip a club already. So again, just a reminder, in the hotel lobby or nearby area, so it doesn't have to be in the hotel. When you flip a club, you'll be dealing with avoiding and reading into issues that distract you from the task at hand. Remember, Ethel's talking about her grandkids. With the ace of clubs, you overhear the target's name. Looking over at the front desk, you see it's someone else. What are the odds they have the exact same name? So I've got an individual at the bar talking to the bartender. Then this person walks in and mentions the target's name. What are the odds they have the exact same name? A woman dressed in business casual attire is talking to the desk person. They mention the target's name. There's the person at the bar dropping business lingo. Coincidence? I don't believe in coincidences. Coincidence? I don't believe coincidence. You can't in this profession. It can be dangerous. This could go south very quickly. I was told there would not be any competition. The hell is going on? Next card. Jack of clubs. A passerby drops a small satchel at your feet and keeps walking. They don't seem to have noticed and are oblivious to you. What's inside? Well, this can't be good. Kick satchel over closer to me. I nod to the gent that passes as if I was expecting it. The package. I place it on my lap and open it up. Inside looks like there is photograph. It is of the woman that was talking to the person at the front desk. There is also a burner phone. Ensure it's powered on, and then proceed to look through texts and called numbers. They are all blank. Next card. Queen of Spades. Again, reminder, spades are past hits. Past jobs, good and the bloody, the bad. Queen of Spades. Adapting to your situation has become second nature to you. What job required the most creativity and flexibility on your part? Job required the most creativity and flexibility on your part. There was a Mexican. There was the time with the Mexican cartel. I was hired to take out a senior ranking captain because they didn't. It was an internal job, but they didn't want it to look that way. Location and time was set, but then I heard at the last minute the target was in a different country. Had 12 hours to get on a flight, locate the target, set up in a strategic location, and take the shot. But it wasn't before I had to dress up as a hotel maid in order to get inside the room that was guarded by two extremely large men running through the streets of Barcelona in a maid's outfit and a wig, with a wig in one hand and gun in the other, made for an interesting trip. All right, next. Lots of face cards. Jack of Diamonds. The location where you'll do the hit itself is perfect. Did you make it that way or happen to find it? Perhaps in this game, it's not necessarily a hotel. I have to double check. Maybe I read that. I thought it was a hotel lobby, but apparently you're just waiting in a particular location for your target. So with this one, Jack of Diamonds, location where you'll do the hit itself is perfect. Maybe I'm in the hotel lobby. Let me see. Let's go back to that. Did I misread something? Yeah, take a seat in the lobby. Doesn't say hotel lobby, just the lobby. That's okay. Could be a corporation, right? Regardless, in this specific Jack of Diamonds, it says the location where you'll do the hit itself, won't be in the lobby necessarily, is perfect. Did you make it that way or happen to find it? I think it's going to be the hotel elevator. Probably be the elevator. The elevator. Good thing it's not out of order today. We'll be going to the penthouse suite, so it's exclusive and shouldn't have any innocent passengers. I'll get on with them. Sure, the doors close before the target can object. Do the job, ride to the top, get off, and take the stairs down. Easy peasy. 5 of clubs. You notice someone struggling with their bags and nobody is trying to help them. Why is nobody else noticing them? It appears that sweet lady, Ethel, is struggling with her bags. She's older. Someone from the staff should be helping her. Come on. Where is the guy behind the desk? This lady is going to injure herself. Someone help her soon. And then the last card for this round, King of Clubs. The police show up and seem to be making their way around the lobby. Are they checking on something else or looking for you? If you keep this card, remove this highest valued diamond from your kept cards. Well, I won't be keeping that card because I have the Ace of Clubs. Wonderful. Johnny Law has just shown up. Man, those guys really do a great job at ironing their shirts. The creases, top notch. Focus. What in the hell are they doing here? No need to panic. Just another fly in the ointment. Hey, Hans? Sounds like they're looking for that female. The one that mentioned target's name. Wouldn't that be fantastic? I would really appreciate any help that they could provide. In other words, Get her the hell out of my way. All right. So given all these cards, I'm going to go ahead and keep the ace of clubs. Now clubs are the highest value because the ace is worth 3. So for the instinct phase, my instinct is clubs. When clubs are dominant, you are feeling paranoid. There's too much going on around here. A lot of attention. Are you being set up or is it just the nerves? Bartender. Guy with the highball. Woman at the desk. Police. Dropped. Satchel. It's hard not to do this job and not be paranoid. My palms are sweaty. Starting to sweat. Which will be great for holding a pistol. Be cool. Nobody has approached you yet. Take a few deep breaths. Act like nothing is a big deal. Check my watch. Seems like an hour has gone by. Has it only been 20 minutes? 1. Three hearts. We haven't had hearts show up. Hearts represent the target. When you flip a heart, you are reviewing your file on the target, learning a little bit more about them with everything you read. 3 of hearts. The target has family, and the file says that they may or may not be with them when it's time. What will you do if the kids are there? I must have glossed over the fact that the target may be with family. Great. Wonderful. Gosh. Come on now. Wonderful. How could I have overlooked that? They assured me that kids would not be present. If they are, this may be a very short day. There goes retirement. There goes my marriage. As long as there are no kids, everything will be fine. 3 hearts. All right. So now we have all 4 suits up there. We evaluate. Ace of clubs is still the highest. So clubs. For the instinct remains, which I'm feeling paranoid. There's too much going on around here, a lot of attention. Are you being set up or is it just the nerves? So I think in the last time that I used the instinct, I actually journaled that. I don't have to journal the instinct. But I did. Not a big deal. So it's just the feeling component of what's going on in the instinct phase. Great. Paranoid. All right, let's roll again. 4. Diamonds. Again, as a reminder, diamonds represent your motivations, preparations, and reflections. Think about how you got into the business, why you do it, and how you're prepared for this. So the 9 of diamonds. A job of this importance calls for your signature weapon. What is it and why do you prefer it? 9mm Beretta. PPK. James Bond gun. Made famous for being a gun used by fictional character James Bond. I refer to it as my 00. As in 00. My God. You're going down. Next. 2 of clubs. Something else is happening in the lobby. Great. You glance up and recognize someone entering the lobby. They have bags with them. Who are they? Are they really a guest here? Looks like that guy has had a few hot dogs. Fan of Metallica, huh? Probably never heard Ride the Lightning. Lanyard must be here for some event. Ah. Probably at gaming convention. I've seen signs of it here and there. I've seen signs for it here and there. 9 of Hearts. The file hints that the target could be worth more to someone else alive. Will you go bounty hunter instead? Bounty hunting. Well, the incentive could be quite lucrative, but hauling a body is just not safe. Never understood bounty hunters. The risk versus reward is just not there. I mean, tying up the target, throwing them in a trunk of a car, ensuring they behave. It's just easier when you're dealing with something that can't hit you back or yell for attention. A live target? No thanks. And the last card for this moment, 7 of Clubs. After checking your watch again, someone stops by and asks you for the time. It's just an excuse for them to ask you about your watch. It's 1 p.m. I tell the gamer. Apparently, their grandfather repaired watches. Great. Yeah. Yay. Move along. Come on, kid. I don't have time to discuss the nuances of a Rolex. I heard the gaming convention spans multiple buildings. Do you know where you're going for that event you mentioned? Hope that gets him to take off. So we have a tie amongst the 4 cards, and you're supposed to keep both of them, right? So we write, we evaluate. Yeah, after recording the moment, look at the drawn cards and set aside the highest value card. If there's a tie between 2 or more cards, keep all tied cards. Take the 9 and the 9, so I'm glad we had this incident come up. So then we put the 9 of Hearts here and the 9 of Diamonds here. So now we can add those up. So these are this column, the hearts is worth 2 points. The diamonds are worth 3 points. The jack is worth 2 points, and the ace of club is worth 3 points. So it looks like we have a tie between the two. Whichever suit has the highest total value is your dominant instinct at the time. Doesn't say when you have the same amount. Interesting. So what I will do, the dominant instinct, I'm going to go with diamonds. Just because it has more cards, but it doesn't say when it's tied between 2 columns. So for diamonds, the instinct is feeling clear-headed. So we've been the instinct diamonds before. We're feeling clear-minded. You're in control of your thoughts and emotions and know that whatever decision you make is one that you made. Continue. 1. 2 of spades. You always think back to your first hit when you're on a job. Who was it? What rookie mistake did you make? The mob always needs guys like me. It's how I got started. Working Paulie. Wasn't a made man, nor would I become one, but they helped me get in this line of work. After all, you do 3 to 5 jobs a year, and the rest is vacation time. Sort of. First time sounds cliche, but was in an Italian restaurant. Go figure. You'd think those things only happened in the movies. I was nervous. The goal was to bring back the target to Paulie alive. Well, if he would have shut up, it would have worked out. Or at least Paulie could have dealt with it. Guy sounded like Pesci. I know. Crazy. I was throwing him in the trunk of my car when the gun went off. Idiot had the safety off. And the combination of moving him and the timing, the gun hitting something, the bullet entered his chest, and he was done in just a few seconds. My car, well, that's another story. Cleaning it out was not an easy task. I'm just glad Paulie didn't mind the mishap. Two of spades. So we have 3, 3, 3. 3 columns of 3. There's got to be something about the rules. No? Am I missing something? It really doesn't say about instinct. I must have to look that up. Well, let's go with the 2 highest cards. Go with the king and the 9, which are diamonds. My instinct currently, again, when diamonds are dominant, you are feeling clear-minded. You are in control of your thoughts and emotions and know that whatever decision you make is one that you made. Clear-minded. Good. 6. Oh boy. We got to be getting closer to the target arriving. 3 of clubs. A loud argument on the street echoes through the lobby. It sounds like it could get violent, which can complicate things for you. Oh boy. Karen is yelling at one of the bellhops. Do they still call them bellhops? Let me talk. I want to speak to your manager. Of course she does. Kid probably makes $10 an hour plus tips. Not worth it, kid. If you're going to travel and you're worried about your $10,000 bag, perhaps you should just hire your own stooge to handle such an expensive piece of luggage. Hopefully she'll calm down soon enough, but I doubt it. If she were to get in the way, oh well. Accidents happen, even with bullets. 3 of spades. Learning and adapting is how you stay alive in this business. What was your last job like? Learning and adapting is how you stay alive in this business. What was your last job like? My last job. Got the call at 3 a.m. Went smoothly. I was tired because I just woke up, but it was still dark. I prefer night work. However, didn't realize they woke me up early because I had a 4-hour drive in front of me. So much for darkness. 5 of spades. That one job still haunts you, the one that made you question this whole line of work. Do you still lose sleep over it, or have you buried it somewhere deep? Shooting someone, it's something I can live with. Car bombs, explosives, they're risky. Ever since that one job, I vowed not to use the big bangs. Target was supposed to be with their crew. They would get in the vehicle, start the car, Bing. Bam. Boom. Instead, it was a shopping excursion for their wife. Security in tow was never meant to go down that way. That's the problem with terrible people. With being associated with terrible people. Some people may not even know the dangers that they face by just being around an asshole. Jack of Hearts. A news article about the target is included in the file. What is it about? Insider trading. What is all that about? They say stocks are a good place to invest your money. Not for this guy. Number 5, 6 of diamonds. 6 of diamonds. Why don't you make a habit of arriving to hits early, but you did this time? Why? Maybe I didn't have to show up so early. I always like to settle in, get comfortable. If you're in a hurry, then you seem rushed. If you're rushed, you overlook details. If you overlook details, things go wrong. I always hated being late, and I hate those that don't have enough common courtesy for other people's time, that show up late. 6th card. 6 of spades. It's not often you meet another person in the business, but during one job you competed with a rival over a hit. Who won out? Are you still rivals with them? It's not often you meet another person in the business, but during one job you competed with a rival over a hit. Who won out? Are you still rivals with them? Andre. Pretty sure he's Russian, but maybe from a Baltic state. Who knows? Go to Berlin. I'm in Berlin, staking out target, only to see Andre doing the same thing. At the time, I didn't know who he was. He noticed me and arranged and wanted to talk over drinks. Said we should clear things up before it's detrimental to both of us. Made sense. Agreed. We understood that it didn't matter who completed the job. Our bosses didn't need to know. Hope I don't run into Andre again. Being exclusive is just better business. All right, that's 6 cards. Top one is the Jack. Discard these. Got to be really close to that target. So now we have 1, 2, 4 points here. 3, 3, 3. So 4 points. Hearts. I think this is the first time hearts instinct would come up. When hearts are dominant, you are feeling hesitant. Maybe you've done this for too long. Maybe it's just this target in particular, but you're not sure you can go through with it. Oh boy, not sure I can go through with it. All right, here we go. Roll. 3. The target. The target has arrived. Eventually, the Ace of Hearts will be drawn and your target will have arrived. Resolve any remaining cards that are drawn and then make your final decision. Well, none are drawn. So we don't have to do that. So if this were to come, another card, then the target, we would resolve that first. But since there isn't any, it's the first one. Evaluate which instinct is currently the highest valued after all of your time spent waiting in the lobby, which is hesitation. Make the call. Do you go through with it? What are your instincts telling you? Does it even matter? Record your final moment. That's him. Though he has a beard, glasses as well. It's not a disguise. But it's obvious that the photograph that was provided is dated. This seems off. The woman mentioning his name, guy, the bar. Wait a minute. The woman and the gentleman are together and making their way towards the target. What the hell is going on? Get up and start to follow the target. The man and woman call out to the target as if to welcome them. Here, this is not going to happen. The man and woman, smiles on their faces, open for embracing the target into a hug, but both reveal firearms. Move behind the corner of a wall as bullets, as the sound gunfire rings out. It's loud, messy, definite. Time for me to leave. Answers to questions will have to come later. For now, police are not going to be far away, and the blood will be everywhere. Looks like retirement is postponed, and marriage counseling will be in order. Wait a minute. Was that Andre? So there we have it. A playthrough of A Time to Kill. That wraps it up. I hope you found this playthrough interesting. I did. I like the mechanics. It's obviously something that you're going to need a bit of creation behind, but it's simple. Doesn't take long to learn. And I imagine with the different stories that you might come up with as cards get flipped up in different order, makes things even more interesting. Give it a try. Again, we'll have links to where you can buy A Time to Kill down below. If you do run your own mission, give us a synopsis of what it looked like. Were you successful in taking out your target, or was it time to leave? What were some of the things that went through your head? Not looking for a play-by-play, but just an overall summary of your experience. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, be a positive force in the tabletop RPG hobby. Thanks, everyone.